the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are? What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder.
Hello, happy Friday, happy day one of the X's and O's readathon. So today is day one. I have the day off work. I decided to take today off and be able to just catch up on some things, film some content, get ready for a very busy couple of days. And I'm hoping you'll come along with me as we do so. So today it's 11:30 right now. So I slept in, I read some in bed this morning, and it was just so nice and so relaxing. Today I have a FaceTime date with one of my friends from college that I have not talked to in months. So I'm gonna talk to her and catch up. I think we're going to go to McKay's and sell back some books and maybe use some credit. I don't know. I don't need any books. Don't need any books, but if something pops up that I can use credit for, then we'll see. And tonight is our first night of sprints. We're gonna play some games and do some sprints, so that'll be very fun. And so yeah, I'm hoping to have a good deal of content for you guys. I really hope I don't get sick this readathon. I have this weird thing where I get sick during readathons. It's a whole thing, but hopefully that doesn't happen this year. This new creamer I got isn't very good. It's an almond milk creamer. I need to just stop with the almond milk creamers because I don't usually like them. I like almond milk instead of regular milk, but the creamer, not as much. Okay, so I am at the used bookstore now. I got to talk to my lovely friend on the phone while I was getting ready, and let's go unhaul some books and maybe find some more. We'll see. We are back from the used bookstore, and I wanted to show you what I got. So they took that whole bag of books, which they usually take everything that I bring to them, and I got some store credit, and I used some of it for these two books, and then I left with having still some credit. So I have a lot of credit, actually. So the first book that I got was The Silent Sister by Diane Chamberlain, and I love Diane Chamberlain. She is an author that I discovered last year, and she wrote two of the books that were on my top 10. So I've slowly been working my way through her backlist, but it sounds like a kind of family drama. I don't think this is historical, which a lot of her books are, but it sounds like this woman's sister committed suicide when she was a teenager, and now she's an adult, and she's gone back to clean out her family home, the home that she grew up in, and she realizes that maybe her sister didn't actually commit suicide. I have enjoyed everything by Diane Chamberlain that I've read. So, okay, sorry, I got a phone call. And then the other book that I got was The Grace Year by Kim Liggett. And I have seen this floating around. I saw this floating around BookTube a couple years ago, and then recently I've seen it floating around again, and it's kind of dystopian, and it is YA, but I've heard that it's hard-hitting and doesn't seem like YA. So, and I know this has to do with a society where when the girls become women, they go to live in the woods for like a year, and they call it the Grace Year, and they like learn how to become women, but nobody's allowed to like talk about what happens during the Grace Year. And I am glad that I like actually looked at this cover, because I don't know why. I always thought that this cover was like something else, not a woman's face. Okay, and then when I got home from the bookstore, this was on my doorstep, and this is wine from Wink. So this isn't sponsored or anything. Wink doesn't know who I am. They don't know that I exist. I bought this with my own money because I just have a soft spot in my heart for subscription services. I can be sold for anything in a subscription form. I have Book of the Month. I've done FabFitFun. I've done HelloFresh. My phone is sliding. I can be convinced to do anything in a subscription service format. Oh man, this thing is really taped in here, isn't it? Okay. I've done so many things in subscription service form. I just love it. I don't know. So we'll recycle all that later. But this first box, I just found a code online and used a code to get these. And I just thought I would try it because I had no wine in my house. So this is, I'm not sure what it is. It doesn't even say what it is. I'm not even gonna say that because I know that I am going to butcher it. But this looks like a sweeter red, lighter French red, bright accents of cherry, plum, and violet. So we have that one. We have Sister Snake, which is from South Africa, and this is a Syrah. Represents the balance of what is beautiful and dangerous, enchanting and sinister. Nature's balance. So I do love a good Syrah. This is a Pinotage. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know that I've had a Pinotage before, but it's from the Western Cape of South Africa. Soaked for skins in 8 days to illuminate brilliant flavors of menthol, blackberry, and fig. So this will be something new and different. And I told them that I like to be adventurous with my wine, and they kind of like pick based on like the quiz that you take. And then this is the last one, and this is a white. And this is a Gruner Veltliner. It's from Austria. It's supposed to be complex and lighter, citrus, fresh and elegant. So those are the 4 wines that I got. I think I'm going to put this one in the fridge for later, and we might open this one and try it. Okay, so I am drinking the Cape Route one, the Pinotage, and I like it. It's good. I did start my first book, and I am about 20% into it. So I started My Darling Wife by Kimberly Bell, and I like Kimberly Bell. She writes domestic suspense, and I really like the writing style. They're really easy to get through. So basically, this book starts, and you have this guy, Cam, and he is on I guess it's like a TV show or whatever, and they're talking about this thing that happened to him, this crime, and how he's like the most hated man in America, and he hasn't done any interviews, and this is the first one he's done. And you can tell that he's really like jaded and like just, I don't know, there's a reason that he's doing this now, it seems like, but we don't really know what that is. And then you switch to the perspective of his wife, and I guess it goes like back in time a little bit, and they had a break-in at the house, and so she is currently being held at gunpoint in the house by a man who knows a lot about her, but she has no idea who he is, and her 2 kids. And one thing that I like about Kimberly Bell's writing is she just jumps right in. You get a little bit of background about the characters, but not a whole lot. Like, you know a couple of facts about them, but it really just kind of jumps right in, and I like that about it. And I'm reading this for the forced proximity prompt because they are like literally stuck in the house together. He had her turn on the alarm, so she's literally like locked in the house with this guy who has a gun and is threatening all sorts of things, and her children. She has like a little boy, he's like 4 or 5, and then a 9-year-old. So yeah, that's as far as I've gotten. Like I said, I'm about 20% in. I think we're going to go to dinner tonight, my boyfriend and I think we're going to go to Red Robin. So yeah, we're going to go to Red Robin, and then we have sprints tonight on Jesse's channel to kick off the Readathon. Happy Saturday. I just got home from rehearsal. I had rehearsal from 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. and I made coffee this morning and totally forgot it. So I am not caffeinated at all. And so I have a caffeine headache and I feel really sluggish, and I'm a slave to caffeine and I'm aware of that. I got some packages in the mail. So first I got my book of the month. So let's open it. I got The Writing Retreat by Julia Bartz. And what does the, ooh, I kind of like that on the cover. I don't know why I didn't notice that before, but I kind of love that. And I like the side. It's not very long. I just really like that cover. Oh, it's only like 310 pages. Look at her, she's beautiful. Oh my God, this is a debut. I'm so excited. I've heard really good things about this. And our bookmark this month says, "Be mine, me to every book." I love their little bookmarks. Hello, happy Sunday. Happy day 3 of the X's and O's readathon. So yesterday I had dance and I had a birthday party to go to for a lovely little 2-year-old. And so I didn't get a whole lot of reading done. I got a little bit done in the car since it took us about an hour to drive to the party. But other than that, it was just a nice relaxing day. And so today is clean my house day. So I have my coffee. I laid in bed a little bit this morning and read. I did some computer work. And I'm going to continue on with my audiobook and just do a lot of cleaning. I'll try to get some clips of the cleaning, but otherwise I'm just going to try and get stuff done. And I will let you know when I've finished my audiobook. I am holding myself to that. I am not going to get on here and do another update until I finish that book.
Us by when we go blinded by what makes us die. Could be vague, just a blink of a moment, and it's gone. We keep falling down until we start to tear, but we can still be strong. So wipe out all your tears.
Happy Tuesday. Happy day 6 of the X's and O's readathon. I have been terrible updating about my reading. I've been trying to film things, probably not doing super great, but I'm attempting. So I finished My Darling Husband by Kimberly Bell, and I think I'm going to give it 4 stars. It was a good domestic thriller, and while I guessed what happened at the end, I liked the way the ending was done. And I like that Kimberly Bell does messy endings. Things aren't just like tied up in a pretty little bow. It got a little redundant and slow at times, so those are the reasons that I gave it 4 stars. But overall, like, I enjoyed it, and I will continue to pick up Kimberly Bell books. She does a good job with her domestic thrillers. And then I am about 290 or so pages into X's and O's by Amy Leah. I think there's like 350 pages, so I only have like 60 pages left or so. And basically you're following Tara, and Tara is kind of down on her luck, needs a place to stay. So she moves in with her brother-in-law's friend that works with him at the fire station. And his name is Trevor. And so Trevor and Tara kind of start getting to know each other, and Tara gives like golden retriever energy. Like, she's very like spastic and just all over the place, and she very much she like wants a meet cute. She's very clingy in her relationships. She's like all in, like first date, she's like, what are we naming our kids type of person. And so she basically realizes that she's not very good at relationships because of some of those things. So she and Trevor go on these hijinks to try and find all of her exes and figure out like what went wrong in their relationship. And I'm sure you can figure out what happens with that. But it took 280 pages for there to be any steam, any like adult scenes whatsoever. And if I'm gonna read a romance, like I kind of want that, like I expect that. So up until that, it really just felt like chick lit, basically. So I do like that there is a little girl in there with a congenital heart defect, because I do have a nephew who was with us for 2 years and is no longer with us due to a congenital heart defect that's very similar to the one that the little girl Angie has. So Angie is Trevor's niece that he cares about very dearly. And so yeah, I like the pop culture quips. I like the little like mentions of pop culture and things like that, but it is a little much. It doesn't have to be every page, you know, but there are some things that have made me like chuckle and smile. So overall, depending on how the ending is, it might end up only being a 3, but I mean, I'm enjoying it, and I would recommend this to people who don't like smut. It definitely is more like, I mean, it's not closed door, but like the one scene that's happened so far is very, very short. The language can get a little bit much, but no, overall, like, it's easy to read. It's just really long. So that's my update. I'm gonna go in here to work, and we will see you later.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side, our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no more.
Hello, happy Wednesday. Happy last day of the X's and O's readathon, because I did read last night on Kendall's sprints. I did finish X's and O's, and I'm not sure about my rating. I'm gonna have to sit on it and think about it a little bit before the live show tonight. I mean, it's a romance, so it's gonna be formulaic, and I'm aware of that, but I don't know, I just didn't really like the way because, you know, they're gonna have like a conflict and they're gonna like momentarily break up and then get back together. I just didn't really like the way that happened. I felt like there were way better things that could have happened. So I don't know, we'll see. Right now I'm leaning towards a 3, but after I hear like other people's thoughts, I'll like make a definite decision. But I also started reading my last book for my TBR, which is What Lies Behind by Ellen Marie Wiseman, and I'm enjoying it. It is dual timeline, which I love. So you have the timeline of 1920, where a teenage girl falls in love with somebody that her parents don't want her to be with, so they send her away to like a treatment center that they're paying for. And then the stock market crashes and they're no longer able to pay for it, so they transport her to Willard, which is the like state institution, so like an asylum. And so that's where she is now. And then you have the current day timeline of a girl who's in foster care, and her foster mother is going through Willard Asylum, like going through all of the stuff and archiving the luggage and stuff that was left there, which I think is so cool. I would have loved, like, fun fact about me, I love history, and I very much toyed with becoming like a historian that like archives things and like goes through and like restores things. There's a lot of people in my family that do that, so that was always something I toyed with as a child. But so I'm really enjoying it. I'm liking the 2 timelines, and it's not feeling super long yet. When I read The Orphan Collector by Ellen Marie Wiseman, it felt a little bit long. So we're going to head to work for our last day of the readathon, and I will see you after work. Okay, so we just finished the live show talking about the buddy read, and it was so much fun. We had a pretty good turnout, and we were able to talk about everything we liked about the book, everything we didn't like. So if you're watching this after the fact, definitely go back and watch that buddy read discussion. Even if you didn't read the book, I feel like there's a whole section where there's like no spoilers that you can watch. And then there's a little bit at the end that has spoilers, and I'm out of wine, so I guess that means it's time for bed. It is almost 11 o'clock here, my time. So I think I am going to call this readathon done. I finished 3 books, so that's so exciting. So I finished my husband's wife, my whatever's husband, the perfect husband, the perfect wife, the perfect marriage, the marriage lie. What did I read by Kimberly Bell? So I read the Kimberly Bell book, and I am giving it 4 stars. I read X's and O's by Amy Leah, and I am rating it 3 stars. And I am also rating 3 stars What She Left Behind by Ellen Marie Wiseman. So 2 3 stars and 1 4 star. That is a pretty good week, if you ask me. So thanks so much for coming along with me on the X's and O's readathon this week. Thank you so much to Jessie for coming up with this idea. It was such a hit. Thank you to everybody who joined and read books and joined the sprints and the discussion and the Discord. It was so much fun to chat with everybody and to see everybody's reading prompts and see everybody's photo prompts and share them on Instagram. So yeah, I just couldn't be happier. My heart is so full this week. It's just been so wonderful. And the dog needs to go out. So thank you so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button. It really helps on my channel. And I will see you in my next video.